just like touch her a bit and then you're like, okay,
yes.
bye.
Even like a little knee touch.
Oh, that's pretty kinky.
It's like it can go higher.
Kiss on the ears,
Oh.
neck, smelling the neck. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Big Sis. And it's a podcast where I give big sister advice, unsolicited, unfiltered, probably not like 100% accurate, but it's just based on my personal experience. And today we'll be talking about sex. Y'all may know me as like the hollow queen of like, but I'm reformed already, okay? But we have our other guest. What's your name, girl? Tell it.
I'm Renae.
Renae.
As you might know me, the fuckboy lover who hardcore gonna hate in the comments. I feel like this is a very fitting episode for me because I've had my fair share of peen, but now I'm happily engaged, so it's just like one dick for me for the rest of my life, and I love that.
I remember my first time, like when I was 16. So I got deflowered at 16.
Oh my god, wow.
And my boyfriend was older than me, so he was 6 years older. Was it good? It was okay. I mean, it was painful, I think. We were together for like 5 to 6 months before we had sex for the first time. Yeah, we waited. If not, I think I would have felt very used.
Oh, yeah.
So how about your first time?
I was very ripe for the picking. 21 And then the thing about me is I was like super horns since a very young age. So I was literally like...
you waited so long?
Cause the thing for me is I don't want my first time to be a hookup.
Yeah, you want it to be important.
Yes, so like I wanted to be like some form of love. And then I was like bullied in school, so like unattractive. And then when I have crushes on boys, they're like, ew, disgusting, that kind. So like, who is gonna piak me, right? I started to slightly glow up in like poly around that age. And then I started using dating apps then. And then there would be guys who are like trying to hook up. The temptation was so hard to resist, you know. I'm like dying of horniness, and then got like some hot guy. Then they send me the dick pic. It looks marvelous. Then I'm like, oh my god, I really want to sit on it, but I can't. So actually, I ended up giving my V card to this guy who I also met on a dating app. We were dating for like 3 months, and we were like catching feelings for each other, kind of thing. And then
That's so cute.
I was 21 at the time. He's 24. And then he was telling me like, oh, I don't want you to feel like I'm only in this for the physical. Like, I envision something serious and long-term with you. And I was like, oh my god. On hindsight, I don't think there could have been a worse guy for me to lose it to, because he was like, no education, no future, no drive. Like, he literally wanted to use my student EasyLink to buy a KFC value meal on the day of us piaking. And for some reason, I was still like, oh my god, so excited. We did the do, and it was like terrible.
But the first time was bad.
It was so bad. And then in my mind, I was like, this is it. This is sex. Like, is anyone surprised? But he promptly dumped me within like a month after that. And I was like already like hook, line and sinker, like in love with him.
Oh no.
And I was like,
oh my god, I really enjoy packing with you. Let's do it more.
Then he like not even interested already. Then he was like, I'm not feeling it. Like, let's stop like seeing each other. And then I went like crazy on WhatsApp. I was
Oh my god, you're the one who say like you want something long term. At first I'm not even into you.
and then he said, okay, just take it as I lied then.
What a bastard.
I actually wouldn't advise this to a lot of other people. I think it depends on your emotional tolerance. I'm a very firm believer of everything happens for a reason.
Oh my god, me too.
Oh my god!
Yes.
So I feel like, yes, I did get heartbroken, and it took me a while to like recover from that. But at the same time, it had to happen sooner or later lah. And at that point of time, I genuinely thought that he is someone I was catching feelings for, and I thought he reciprocated it. So I can't say that I regret, because if anything, he kind of bamboozled me lah.
Alright, so let's start with some questions. I only feel comfortable getting naked in front of my partner in the dark. How can I overcome this? I think the first thing I thought of intuitively is that you probably feel uncomfortable naked. I guess to get over that hurdle, you should be naked more.
Exactly.
So you normalize being
yeah,
naked.
it just makes sense, logically speaking. There's
Yeah.
no magic trick for it.
Or maybe you can ask your partner to compliment you.
Ayo!
Like, I love your boobs.
Ooh! What's not to love, man?
Yeah. Or maybe dim lighting. I think like bright fluorescent lights makes it kind of sterile.
Yes.
But like candles set the mood. So it's a bit like shadowy.
When I went on my hookups, right, I would say like, oh, like, shall we turn on like a lamp or something? And then one of my hookups actually was like, oh, you must be so insecure. Then I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, wait, what makes you say that? Then he was like, oh, I realized that, okay, because I have quite bad eczema, so there was
Okay.
like scarring. So I wore a jacket. And also I'm not like super duper like slim, so there are like some jiggly fats here and there. But the thing is, I'm like quite comfortable with it. I actually wore a jacket because I was feeling cold. I just don't want to do with your freaking like white overhead lighting. It's like,
Yeah, it
I'm on
doesn't
a
set the
surgery
mood.
table, hello. But at the same time, I do relate to girls who feel not that confident, especially if you are gonna pick a guy who has like historically been with girls who are like damn fit, damn hot.
If you guys don't have a very deep bond, it feels a bit weird. Like
It's
very
very, like,
awkward.
Shallow. This sounds a bit siao lah, but then just like in your room, right? Wear like maybe only your underwear or like a nice sports bra and just like check yourself out in the mirror, like put on some sensual music and just like vibe to it. But I do think it boils down to like the emotional connection as well.
It takes time to also develop a relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
Sexually. I've been faking orgasms for a year, but my boyfriend doesn't know. Help.
I feel like if she wants things to change, she shouldn't continue faking it. Because he's just gonna think like, oh my god, I'm amazing. I should just keep up whatever I'm doing.
Definitely, that's really good tip. I never fake orgasms. Yeah, I feel like why should you lie?
Right.
It's just gonna hurt you down the road. You're just gonna have bad sex forever.
Yeah. Communication.
Yeah, actually that's the key to everything, right? Like for me, I know like I don't really like guys who go down on me. I think it happened once with my ex. That was like a very significant relationship in my life. So we were very like deeply in love. So that's why it happened. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh my god. But yeah, I think that's a good foundation forms good sex lah. My boyfriend says he doesn't like giving oral sex. Is that normal? I've actually heard a few men tell me this before. And I was like, too bad I'm sucking your dick, right?
Yeah, it's very common. I
Like,
think
double standard.
I know of someone who is in a long-term relationship, like several years, right? And she said that she has only like sucked dick, like she can count on her hand how many times. Then I'm like, huh? But you're in a long-term relationship. How does that work? And then she said, I told my boyfriend at the start I don't like to give blowjobs, and he's okay with it.
He loves her. That's so nice.
Bonkers, eh?
But honestly, I love dick. I love sucking dick.
God.
Is it normal not to be wet even though you're aroused? I actually face this problem now. I think it's because I'm like in a more stressful period of my life. So it makes me like harder to be more relaxed and at ease. So I think it's just learning how to de-stress lor.
And like finding out what puts you in the mood. Like, is it like sensual R&B music? Like certain scents can make
Candles.
you
I
horns.
like candles.
Apparently vanilla makes you horns.
You're like really well
Oh,
informed
I
there.
like research a lot. I think even like what stage of your menstrual cycle you are at. Because when you're ovulating,
Oh my God,
you know
right-
the jelly discharge is like,
Right after my period, I have no sex drive. But if you are not wet, you can always buy lube.
correct. At least there's still like a solution.
Yeah. Vibrators, goated. How do I initiate sex? I don't want to come across as aggressive or needy. So from a guy, I like it when men they tease you. They like give you a bit, then they don't. You can do that. You won't come across as aggressive or needy. You'll come across as desirable. Like what the fuck?
Oh my god.
You just like touch her a bit, and then you're like, okay,
yes.
bye.
Even like a little knee touch.
Oh, that's pretty kinky.
It's like it can go higher.
Kiss on the ears,
Oh.
neck, smelling the neck. Yeah.
I feel like whether it's a guy or a girl, it's very important that they are showing signs that they reciprocate. Because if let's say you tease, right, and then they're like shutting it down, then you still like push, it's like super irritating.
Also, I think you have to check if she's in a good mood. Like, but maybe she's in a bad mood and then she can like fuck her stress away. Some people are like that.
Because you know how they always say like, oh, headache is like a common excuse, but actually orgasming is like a painkiller.
It is the pheromones you feel are like
Whoa.
Okay, from a female perspective, I think it's hot if a girl is aggressive.
If you're into that, you can like play to their preferences lah. But of course, there shouldn't be pressure to be like someone you're not.
I think the dynamic is important. If you give it up too soon, then it may come across needy. So sad, oh. You just want to have sex, right? If you say no, then just move on.
Yeah, I know, right? Like plenty
What?
of other dicks out there.
Yeah, but if he's your boyfriend, then I think listen to Renae. That was pretty good tips. Should I discuss grooming preferences with my partner or just do what I want?
Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah, the
grooming
grooming.
as like the, oh my god, like why
I
the
thought-
freak would you prefer to be groomed?
I always just tell them straight up. Like,
Yeah, same.
Grooming is a form of love, I feel. Like, you tell your partner how you want them to look.
For the pubes, right?
Yeah, if it's too bushy, I'll be like, I'm not sucking it.
Oh my god, it's the worst when it's like literally tickling your whole face when you're trying to get to the base. And it's just like a forest lah. It's very unkempt and it has the potential to be smelly and smelly.
Oh my god.
But I think based on personal preference, for me, I don't like completely hairless and like dolphin-like.
I think a bit of a stubble is fine.
Correct. It's like
Yeah.
manly, you know, like a bit caveman vibes.
Well, I don't like the stubbles rubbing against my face.
It hurts
Yeah, it hurts. I think it's very normal to discuss preferences. So I understand, like, if a guy asks a girl to be clean as well, I think it's a come see, come sir kind of thing.
It's kind of like hookup etiquette to be well-groomed and hygienic.
If he seems hygienic during the date,
Correct.
it's a good sign that he's probably shaved.
Yeah, not like the type who like obviously never wash their face in the morning because there's like lao nua all around the mouth.
How do I give feedback after sex without hurting my partner? I'm a very blunt person.
You give them a thumbs down.
I just tell them straight up. I'm like, you need to improve.
Oh dear.
But I know that about myself and I try to be nicer about it. Sometimes I just know if a guy can take it or not. You know
that's
what
true,
I mean?
that's
Like,
true.
some guys just really can't take it because they're more fragile. I think it works both ways.
I've kena before. He like gave me pats on the head and was like, "You need
Good
to
girl."
improve on your blowjobs." And I was like, "Oh, okay, noted." And then we continued hooking up more, right? I think like towards the end, he was like, "Oh my god, you're so much better." Then I'm like, "Thank you,
Growth.
leh." You know, it's like at a job performance review, you appreciate having your weaknesses pointed out.
I think it's good to have a disclaimer to just like, this is not an attack on you as a
Yes.
person, but more of a reflection of I want things to be better in the bedroom.
Right.
Because if you both feel good, then it will be better sex. How do you get over the awkwardness of having sex? Or is it just me? Sex is awkward.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I think I was like free of self-critique. I was just living in la la land. But as you get older, you experience more things, you get more traumatized.
Oh my god.
So you kind of overthink more.
That's so real.
Question yourself, question everything. So that makes it really awkward. You just have to accept the awkwardness. I think once you accept it, then
Yeah.
you probably won't think so much about it.
I think the fact that she's even hung up on the fact that she finds it awkward, like, I think she can just remove the pressure and just realize that sex in itself is a bit like, you know, it's like two humans boinking their bodies. So just chill.
Or maybe just don't fuck for a while and then you will have so much like testosterone in your system that you
Aiyo.
need to release it. And then you wouldn't be that awkward
Yeah,
anyway.
it's like the very Neanderthal style. Like, who do you think the caveman thought? Like, am I being awkward? Like, no.
What's the normal thing to do post-sex? Is it weird that I snack? That is such an adorable question.
So cute.
No, I don't think it's weird.
Yeah, because you definitely woke up with an appetite.
Yeah, like you probably have fucking hard. Kudos to you, girl.
Oh my god.
For me, I think it's like after sex, I like to cuddle. If not, wipe the jizz off me first. Sometimes, some guys, they just go straight to shower.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, chill lah.
Especially in
It's like-
Singapore because they sweat a lot. That kind of works because it's good to immediately shishi after sex.
Oh, yes,
If not, you get
UTI.
UTI. So when they are bathing, then I can shishi.
It's very normal to snack. I
Oh,
think
yes.
it's cute that you snack. Then you feel like comfortable with your partner and your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How to ensure that we have safe sex and protect ourselves. I learned this from my friends who are white.
Oh
They
my
always
God.
ask for the medical report.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, because it's pretty common abroad. Like people have a lot of STDs and like
God.
poking up is more common there and it's less taboo.
I don't think it's that common in Singapore yet, which is sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's not that common. And more people get STDs because
Yeah.
of that.
I would say definitely
Wear a
check.
condom.
Yes, like it's so important. Like safety first, guys. Like not just 屌 kia,
Sex
but also
screening.
imagine you get diseases. Like it's not
Yeah.
fun, dude.
STD screening is important. Basically, just don't trust them too easily. He
No,
might have a
I
yeast
got it.
infection,
Actually,
transmittable as well.
and make sure you know how to use condoms properly, because I've had instances of it totally breaking, then the cum just like go everywhere. Then might as well don't use.
How did it break?
They're just very rough with it lor.
Oh, okay. Wow, you had some crazy...
Yes.
Crazy
I had to go and get
experiences.
a plan B.
So yeah, never let him jizz in you. Even though it's nice. Vasectomy.
Oh my goodness!
Did you always know to enjoy sex? I can't tell if I enjoy it or have just convinced myself I do. I feel there's a lot of overthinking when it comes to sex, and it's like super normal because I also overthink a lot as well, and I feel it probably makes the experience not as enjoyable. I think rationalizing what you are overthinking about helps, and it's okay if you don't enjoy sex.
Yeah.
I don't think every fucking experience should be great. I feel like that's an unrealistic expectation.
Yeah, or even that you will come every time.
Yeah, I know. I wish to come every time.
There's such unnecessary pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, right? Sometimes I just want to fuck because I feel connected to my partner. If you put that pressure on yourself and onto your partner, it makes things like a
Yes.
test. When sex is not about testing each other.
For sure.
Okay, if you watch till the end, I love you. If I could give myself any advice to like when I was like a teenager, I would say I think don't rush into things. Yeah, I was in a rush to have sex, definitely, which explains why I dated someone so much older than me. But on hindsight, I think it's good to just like honor what you want. Just be patient, and like the right guy would make you feel good about yourself. Sarang hey.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my one is a little bit naughtier.
Oh, is it?
Like-
fuck till you die.
Actually, kind of. So, as a retired whore, when I was like navigating those years, I always had that inkling of like, oh my god, am I gonna like regret this like crazy when I'm older? And the verdict is in. I don't regret it one bit. And it's like a conversation to be had, because, I mean, we still have this like stigma lah if someone has slept around a lot.
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm very
true.
blessed that my partner is like 100% aware of and accepting of my past. If you are considering like hoeing, just be safe.
Alright guys, thank you for watching.
Let us know in the comments down below what else you'd like us to talk about.
And remember to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. And if you like this video, please share it to your friends. 감사합니다. Bye.
Bye. Wishing you great sex.
Yeah. Horny.